Come in. Oh, Mike! How are you?
I'm good, doctor. Thank you.
Please come and sit. Mike, last time I saw you, it was 2 weeks ago. You're missing your sessions. I know your mother passed away 3 months ago. Let me help you. You can come to my house. You know my son. You guys have lot in common, like sports and sushis.
I will see, doctor. Sounds good.
Anyways, I'm gonna prescribe you few medicines. I want you to take it, alright?
Okay.
Here. Don't forget it.
Hmm.
I'll see you next week, Mike.
Good night, doctor. Thank you.
Leave my bag!
Hey!
My bag!
Hey!
Leave my
Hey,
bag!
stop
oh my
it!
God.
Are you okay?
Do I look okay? My purse, my ID, my mobile, everything has gone. Well, what are you waiting for? Call the cops.
I'm sorry. I didn't carry my mobile.
What? Okay, at least can you get me a cab?
Oh, this is an outskirts of the city. There are no cabs available at this time.
Oh no. What I'm going to do right now?
Mm, you can stay at my place tonight. It's just few meters away.
So that you can take advantage of me?
Uh, Sorry to say, but you are left with no choice. Besides, I'm not a pervert.
Alright. I guess I don't have any other choice now.
I'm sorry. I will formally introduce myself. My name is Mike. It's okay.
And myself, Catherine.
So, where?
So there. Go ahead.
No, you first.
Okay. Is anyone else at your home?
No, I am alone. My parents are no more.
Oh, sorry.
Never mind. Well, this is it. Make yourself comfortable. But first, have a seat. Your hand. This will reduce your pain. Huh, that must be a subway guy.
Good evening, sir.
Huh, good evening.
Sir, your sandwich.
Oh, thank you. How much?
It's 250, sir.
Hey Mike, you look like an animal lover.
Yes, that I am.
Well decorated house, Mike.
Yeah, I get that a lot. Here you go.
Thank you, sir. Good night.
Good night. Sorry, I didn't know a stranger would come to my house.
I'm glad you're not a pervert.
I told you so.
Mike? Are you here, Mike? Mike, you must have the emergency light, right? Mike, I'm scared right now.
Were you scared?
I just went to look for candles.
Catherine,
Will you do me a favor? Can you light the candles?
Yeah, sure.
Don't you think it was hard? I didn't even say that you died. Wouldn't have been such a lie. He was something special. I wouldn't have this song. Don't you think it was hard? I didn't even say that you died. Wouldn't have been such a lie. 'Cause then I started
I want to go to the washroom.
Oh, okay. It's this way. Catherine? Are you okay? Do you want anything else? You can sleep in that room if you want. Catherine? 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 What do I do? What do I do? Inspector! Inspector! A girl has been murdered in my home. Please come fast. The address is Second Cross, number 19, St. Mark's Road. Please come fast. Oh. That girl. That girl. Huh? Sir. Sir, she was murdered right here, sir. Oh. How is this even possible? Oh. I can't believe this.
Be calm. Please be calm.
Sir?
Alright, sir. Please be seated. Search this house. See if you can find anyone or any evidence related to murder.
Okay, sir.
Sir, we found nothing.
Hmm. Did you saw the murder?
No.
Then what was your relationship with this girl?
Her name was Catherine. I met her few hours ago. I was coming from my friend's house. On the way, I saw her get robbed by a person. Then I insisted her to stay here tonight.
So, why didn't you guys call or come to the police station?
I didn't carry my mobile to call for a help. And you know, there are no cabs available at this town.
Do you have her ID or business card or anything?
No. As I said earlier, she was robbed. Wait. While I was walking, someone was following me. It has to be that guy. He is trying to kill me.
Sir, but we found no one here.
No. You have to do something.
Sir,
You have to.
Sir, we'll do everything we can. I will go to the police station. I will check with Catherine. Sooner or later, we will get a missing report on her. We will find her and the killer. Keep an eye on this house. Call me if any information you get. Stay alert and do not sleep. It's a matter of life and death.
Yes, sir.
Sorry to bother. We need water.
Oh, I'm sorry. Please come in. I will get the water. Please tell me if you guys need. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Hey! Hey! What happened?
Hey. Your policeman is dead.
What?
The killer killed him.
What the? You stay here. Sir, you need to see this, sir. Sir,
It's not easy to find me. I killed a policeman now. Oops. I did it again. It's your turn, Mike.
sir, I saw no one coming inside.
No! He's somewhere here. Your policeman was lying here. Oh. He took him too.
Did you check the house?
Sir, I have triple checked, but no one is here.
No. No. He is somewhere here. He is somewhere here. First he killed my father. He killed my mother. And he killed that girl. And now he killed that policeman. He's going to kill me. He's going to kill me. He's going to kill me.
This case is filled with mystery. I have checked his phone and already contacted the subway guy, but couldn't gather enough evidence. I found his family doctor number. I think I have to contact the doctor.
Come in. Yes, Inspector.
Doctor, I am here to talk about Mike.
Mike?
Yeah,
Is everything alright with him?
physically he is fine. Just I want to speak with you.
Please.
Thank you. Doctor, Mike says there is someone trying to kill him. Last night, the same killer killed the girl and the policeman, but we couldn't find any dead body or any killer. I even found this letter.
This letter is not written by the killer.
What? Then who wrote this letter?
This letter is written by Mike.
How are you so sure, doctor?
Because I've seen the letters which he used to write to his parents and I know his handwriting exactly how he writes.
Oh my god. This means that night there was no killer. It was Mike himself.
No. Mike didn't kill anyone. Mike has dissociative identity disorder. It's also known as multiple personality disorder. And currently, Mike is suffering with at least 4 different personalities while he is completely unaware of those characters. And those characters changes at different period of time. This extreme trauma may result in activities such as attacking someone, creating a havoc, creating a sense out of nowhere. These activities sometimes make them happy. Usually, this kind of cases does not happen immediately to the person. It grows within their character. In Mike's case, it has grown since his childhood. At the age of 5, his father was murdered and the police could not find the killer. This incident was the beginning of the trauma. Besides, Mike hardly had any friends in his life. He was lonely. And his mother was the only one who stood beside him. She was the only friend he had. His mother also got expired very recently due to cancer. And what Mike thinks is, the same murderer must have tried killing his mother also. By now, he has developed mental disorder. He now imagines talking to his mother as well.
If Mike didn't kill the girl, then where is she? Who killed that policeman? In fact, we had no policeman at that time. Other than just one.
See, Inspector, I'll make you understand very clearly. You see these emotions? When Mike gets these kind of emotions, he imagines different persons actually. Since his mother passed away, he was very lonely. he started to imagine people, while one personality imagines a person and the other personality kills that person. Mike now is puzzled, shaken, and boxing with his life. But nothing of real. That is the disorder he's facing.
Now we know that Mike is innocent. What now, doctor?
I have to help Mike before he hurts himself. I know exactly what I have to do.